Hey guys, it is like 11 o'clock on June 29th. I'm making a video. I went to sleep really early because I had to move a lot of stuff out of the townhouse, which I got all my stuff out. And I think we're pretty much there. So we'll be able to get out of there and not have to pay for another month. I didn't sleep under my copper, and I slept in like my mom's room because we brought my mattress from the townhouse in, and my guts are on fire. Like my guts are just on fire. Like I got up and I just used the bathroom. My guts are on fire. Like it feels like my organs in my stomach are just like overheated and on fire. I don't think I've been being poisoned, so I'm gonna go back on that. I think they're hitting me really hard in the stomach, and they're shooting like inside of my stomach area and just heating up my stomach and my organs. And I think the sick feeling, the feverish feeling, and feeling like I've been poisoned. They haven't hit me in the stomach a lot in the past. They mainly focused on my chest and my head. They were hit me in the head with the high-pitched sound, like after I moved. And I came and I laid down, and I was shaking a little bit from the high-pitched sound, I guess convulsions or whatever. And then I went to sleep later, like I think it must have been like 5, maybe 4:30 or 5, and I just woke up. So I'm on a really bad sleep schedule, and I'm barely able to talk. My stomach hurts so bad. It's like sore, and it feels like my insides have been microwaved. And I think it was just so new. They'd never hit it that hard lately, and they have been for the last couple of weeks, that I've been thinking that I've been being poisoned, but they're just hitting me really hard in the stomach. I'm hoping maybe I'll get used to it. I've tended to kind of get used to the things that they're doing, and this is kind of new, just hitting me in the stomach really hard and making sure they just stay on my stomach. But I did want to talk about, I think the worst thing happened today, and it really wasn't like them doing it. It's just the well-oiled evil working, because it is well-oiled evil. It's oiling me up, though, so I'm about to shoot out of the stratosphere. But they, I was moving with my dad, and God, I feel like sometimes I just have to tell my mom and my dad, like, I wasn't saying anything like, I'm dying, or, these people, they're murdering me. I was just saying, this stuff that I'm going through is really hard, because the last couple of months, they've been really, it's felt like in my sleep, I might die. They might be doing something really bad to my organs, because it is microwaves. It is microwaves that they're shooting at my insides. And I was just telling him kind of, hey, it's really important, and kind of trying to speak his language. And the worst thing happened today, so whatever they do from now on, it's not going to be that bad. After all that, he's said it before, but I guess what I've been going through lately has been so hard, and he was like, you need to get off of that stuff. You need to ignore that stuff and just start living your own life, because that's going to haunt you forever. And what I'm like 100% sure they did to him, and then what I've been going through lately, it's like it almost broke my heart. And it's not his fault. He's a good dad, and he would die for me. He's a very wise man. He's smart. He's been through a lot. And that's why it hurts so bad, is because he doesn't know. Like, he doesn't know. I can't take his advice. And then later on, it's like we kind of just didn't talk. Like, I just didn't say anything. I didn't argue with him or anything like that. I just kind of, tried to just act like he, hadn't said it, or tried to act like okay, that conversation's over. But then later on, it's like I just, he wasn't talking. I mean, we talked about regular stuff, and then later on I tried to kind of just be like, you taught me that, if there's bad in the world, you have to fight it, and like whatever God puts in front of you, you have to, you have to face it. You have to do where God, you got to go where God leads you. And so I tried to kind of speak his language a little bit, and he didn't say anything, but maybe, I don't know, maybe it reached him a little bit. It's just, he watches Fox News, he watches the mainstream news, and so I don't blame him or anybody for not believing me. It's very hard though, because I just think back to, my Crohn's disease when when I was really young, and that was a strength, is that everybody was behind me. They knew what I was facing, and it was just, I was unbeatable then. I think I'm gonna get there. I think we'll get there, even though I think we gotta maybe use it that people don't believe us, and turn it the opposite way. Like, let it strengthen us, and let us know how evil this is. Because it is like, I mean, me and my dad could talk about anything, our trust and what each other saw in the world, unbreakable. And then this, he can't, like, the mainstream media is not reporting it. Our country is doing this horrible thing, or whoever inside of our country is doing this horrible thing, and it's very complicated. And I'm just thinking this is like really well-oiled evil, that my attackers didn't make him say that or anything like that. It just kind of worked out. The evil worked out really good, where he said something that really, it hurt me, and he was trying to help me. That's the worst. It's not like he was trying to hurt me, he was trying to help me. He was like, you gotta let this stuff go, you gotta live your own life, because it will haunt you forever. And I can't take his advice. Like, the guy that I know is so wise, and I've listened to him my whole life, if he knew what was going on, and he saw what I saw, and he had talked to the people I talked to, and gone through what I've gone through, he would be saying something different. And that's the worst thing about it. And I'm not gonna it's not like I'm not taking his advice because I disrespect him. It's just because I know he doesn't know how serious this is. And I didn't tell him, that, I feel like I'm dying a lot. They're really going for my stomach, and I'm just hoping, because it's been new through these couple of weeks, maybe like a month, they started really going after my stomach, that I'll get used to it. I am kind of worried, because I did have a surgery there, and I have pigskin mesh, basically holding in my guts, and I think they're trying to hit that. I think they're trying to cause damage around that surgical area. It's a mesh that's not metal. I'm so glad, because the surgeon was going to give me, he was thinking about giving me a metal mesh, and I don't know if I'd be dead now, because they're hitting me in the stomach. They'd probably see that, if I had metal mesh. So he picked pigskin mesh to do it, which is a blessing from heaven, that it has no metal in it, because if it did, I don't know what it would do to my body, them shooting, electromagnetic frequencies right into that metal mesh. So I'm lucky on that account. But I'm worried. I'm just worried because it's not part of my body, but it's, it's been so long since the surgery. It's been since 2008. So that pigskin mesh is probably, mixed in pretty good with the rest of my body. I don't think they can microwave it off or anything like that. I don't think they can rip holes in it or anything like that. I think they're hitting me in the stomach, trying to cause. I don't think they know what they're trying to do. They're just trying to do something bad down there. But it really hurts. I mean, it's like I'm sorry. I'm having trouble talking or thinking. And I knew that when I was gonna make this video. I did just wake up, but it's more than that. It was a really, really rough day. I mean, I got a lot of stuff done. We moved, I got moved out of that place, so, I'm done with that place, and, I still got to get my roommate to get some of her stuff out of there. We got to do it by tomorrow, so I got tomorrow that I really got to get it done and get the rest of it done, because I got all my stuff out. She's been doing a pretty good job, though. I trust that she'll get her stuff out. I trust that, that we'll get that done. It was just a really hard day, and that was it. I mean, that was, like I keep saying, they keep getting to new layers of evil that hurt me, but that, I mean, that was it. Sorry, guys. Just give me a second. Yeah, so, I'm sorry. Give me a second. I'm not getting any vehicular stalking tonight on tape. Maybe they'll vehicular stalk me more because I have the camera this way. Sorry about that. But it's good. It's good because, that's the worst it can get. Like, and that's me declaring that no matter what they do from now on. I mean, even if they killed me, whatever they put in my, whatever they microwave with remote neural monitoring. My dad, like my dad, not understanding, and it's not his fault. Like, he's trying to help me, that was it, So, at least get past that. I've gotten past the worst that this can do. And he said it before, he's trying to help me, and he's said it before. Oh, God. He said it before, and it's just that I guess it hasn't been this bad. They haven't really been racking me so much with pain, and the stalking hasn't been so bad. So he said it before, and it just, I was able to just, be like, he's trying to help me. He thinks I'm crazy, and I definitely don't fault him for it, and I still don't. But it's just after these last couple of weeks or months, it's that was the worst, and that's it. I mean, that's, at least I know now. I mean, that was the worst it can get, and I've always said they can go to new levels of evil or whatever, and hurt, new levels of hurt, but for me, that's it. So it's a really bad thing, but on the bright side, that's it. I mean, that's the apex of evil right there. So I'm done with that, and nothing they can hit me with will be like that. And I can talk to him. I talk to my friends with faith, and I don't know, it's just like my dad and my friend with a lot of faith, they tell me things like, I'm not faulting them or anything like that, but they're like, you can't do anything about those big things, even if they're true. Just live your life. And if they understood, what I was going, that I'd have no choice. I mean, I'll die if I don't fight. I mean, that's one thing. And then the other thing is, like, older women and younger women, Americans are being, cooked literally with microwaves. And I mean, it's, a lot of people can't understand that. They can't get their heads around it. But, I think Christians, it's like, I don't know if we've been lulled into a sense of just, wait for the end. Just, you can't do anything and wait for Jesus to come. I don't believe that. Like, I'm a Christian. I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe in God, but I believe we have to fight. He puts fight in us, and so that's what I'm going to do. He's put that in my heart, and I'm not saying anything bad about any of my Christian friends. They're fighters too. They fight their battles, and I'll help them with their battles, and they try and help me. That's the sad thing about it, is they're trying to help me, but it's not. because this is real, because this stuff is going on,